Here's a question that we often get about starting meetings with the fundamental of the week. Should we do this in customer or prospect meetings? The short answer is yes, but use your judgment, of course. You do it in a very nonchalant kind of way. You're not making a big deal about it. You're not using it as a sales technique, but it definitely has a sales impact. I would tell you that almost every time a client tries this, they call us afterwards and they're all excited because the prospect wanted to spend the next 20 minutes talking about culture and the fundamentals. And they said, hey, could I have one of those cards? Because I want to show my boss that we should be doing something like this. And there's no question that it elevates their view of you. I mean, if you're that serious about your culture that you start every meeting with a fundamental, there's a pretty good chance that you're probably pretty rigorous about your product or your service too. It certainly separates you from everybody else. We have a client that's an IT company in New Jersey. The CEO never does a sales presentation, every one of them, without the first slide being their fundamentals. He has an interesting way of framing it for prospects, I think. He says, knowing what we do is important, but knowing who we are is essential. And then he goes on to say that, we're going to have a contract that's going to spell out what we're going to do and who's responsible for what, etc. But there are going to be things that come up, guaranteed, that aren't specifically addressed in there. And that's when you want to know who we are and what we stand for. Our fundamentals tell you that. Pretty powerful, isn't it?